Here are some scripts for your active cases. I'm not talking intake right now. Of course, if you handle, a law firm, you got intake scripts. Not talking about those. Here are some other scripts that will really help you be prepared for different scenarios that you might want to think about. First off, any ongoing client communication that is consistent, you should consider having a formulaic script for that your account managers, your case managers, your paralegals are trained so that they at least have an outline of how to navigate that situation. So a couple that are really important, especially in the personal injury space, just a general client check-in. It would be related to injuries and just checking in to see how they're doing. People like to be asked how they're doing, especially someone who's going through something that they shouldn't be going through, like a personal injury client. So maybe have some sort of client check-in and then diving into their specific injuries. In my opinion, the injury check-in script should be based on the body part, so you can get statuses and treatment potentials on each body part. For example, if you fracture your right elbow and you hurt your left shoulder, you might have a surgery for your right elbow, but not for your left shoulder. So injury check-ins based on the body part is a script I would consider. Another one would be doctor compliance and scheduling. Just checking in on, the treatment side of each of those body parts is related, but specific. So you want to make sure that they're showing up for, if they have a scheduled treatment, maybe text them through, some sort of integrated text platform, whether they showed up or not to a big appointment. So doctor compliance scheduling, it could be as simple as a text script, but you need something. Another one would be litigation scheduling, making sure that clients have a clear way to book appointments for depositions or hearings or other things that will come up during the litigation process. Another one would be an onboarding script. So this would be compared to intake. I break out intake into two parts. There's intake and onboarding. Intake is what do you need to know to set up a case. Intake is what do you need to know to sign up a case. And onboarding is what do you need to know to set up a case. So this is where you go into more detail so that if your client fell off the face of the earth, you would have basically what you need to proceed with their case. That's what the onboarding is. You can be very exhaustive. It's the first phone call with your active case should be an onboarding call, getting all the nitty-gritty details to set up a case for success. The next one would be a missed appointment rescheduling script. You might want something along the lines of being prepared for how do you deal with a client who isn't being the most compliant? How do you navigate a sensitive subject of, hey, you just screwed something up. Here's what you need to do. If you don't do this, you're going to really damage your case. Another one might be a Google review request. I would suggest you have a clear script for this so that your client is on the phone with your manager, case manager, paralegal who's asking for that Google review. I would have a clear protocol that your case manager, paralegal follows to try to have more of a successful strategy to get those Google reviews that you need. Other things, I'm sure there are tons of other consistent, repetitive conversations that come up often. If you notice that you're having the same conversation with clients, it just makes sense to make it a little bit templatized by coming up with a script for that part. If you have any questions about these scripts, feel free to reach out. We're happy to provide ones that are similar to some of these if you would like them. Thank you.